Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of this Minecraft survival series. Today I am having a very Christmassy episode, well, more of sort of a wintry episode. I'm not really sure why he's in my house, he just sort of spawned. I'm not going to kill him, but he can stay there for now. But I am doing a much more wintry episode. If I take off my armour, you can see I've got all decorated with some Christmas lights. I've literally covered myself in every light up piece of clothing I could find. And I'm going to be staying like this for the whole episode, so my armour can go on to here. There we go. And then I can just sort of hide it somewhere down there. Replace it with some iron armour so nobody finds it. As you saw by the title of this video, I'm going to be making an ice skating rink, which is a place where we can ice skate. I am all by myself today. Matthew is not here anywhere, and as you can see, I have not yet finished the corridor of the house, so it is currently open up to all the monsters. But my first task of today is actually getting some ice, because we cannot have an ice rink without ice. And unfortunately, I do not have much ice. I do, however, have a silk touch shovel, which means if I go to an ice biome, I can collect a lot of ice, which is what I'm going to go do now. So I will see you in a second. I'd just like to quickly say I'm sorry I haven't posted in so long. It has been, I believe, over 2 months, or almost 2 months. It's definitely been more than a month. The last video I posted was the Halloween video, which was a while ago, and I basically just would like to say I'm sorry, and I am going to start posting a lot more. I wanted to make sure I definitely got a video out for Christmas, which I will be uploading later. This is not technically a Christmas video because it is just sort of an ice rink. I mean, you know, we could do that all year round, but I will be uploading a Christmas video shortly after this one goes live, so hopefully that will make up for a bit of my absence. Okay, I've got 2 stacks. Now let's get back to the house and I can begin with the ice rink. I'm not just going to be making a box of ice. I need to obviously make a little building where it's going to be, and I think I'm going to make an outside ice rink, but it's obviously going to have a building where you can enter in, and I guess where you put on your ice skating boots. Okay, one thing I didn't think about actually, which I'm kind of scared about now, is whether the ice melts. I didn't think ice melts unless you place it next to a torch, but I'm kind of scared now that it's just going to melt as soon as I start building, and if that happens, that is going to be an issue. But if that happens, then I guess this video won't be uploaded because I won't have been able to make it. So if you're seeing this video, then I must have not run into that issue. The building next to the ice rink, I'm thinking of making it out of birch because I feel like it'd be cool, because snow is quite bright and birch is bright. However, we unfortunately apparently don't have much birch, so I'm now going to have to go and get some of that. It probably would have been a good idea to collect all this stuff before I started recording, to be honest, but oh well, I guess you get to see all the behind the scenes of where I get all the blocks from. Okay, I've got about a stack of birch logs, which I obviously turn into planks, and now I need to get some spruce logs, or some dark oak logs, I don't mind which one, basically just whichever one is easier to find, and then I will use the birch and the spruce or the dark oak, depending on which one I find, to build the building. The building's not going to be very big, it's literally just going to be a little entrance, and then it's going to go off into the outside bit where all of the ice skating bits are. At some point I will build this, like this corridor, out of something other than dirt and stone, and I will continue the house going up this way, all the way to the top of this hill, so it will come all the way up here, over this hill, and there will be some kind of room just around here, basically just so that we have an easy way to access all the stuff that I'm going to build up here from the house. So this is where I'm going to be building the ice rink for today, just here actually I think. So if I start with this, then that should give me a good idea of how it's going to begin. I think maybe this big, yeah, that should be good. So this way I can fill all of this in with birch. It's only going to be a little small room, and then behind it will be the main attraction, or maybe to the side will obviously be where the actual ice rink is. And I've just realised it's the middle of the night and I have none of my armour on because I wanted to show off my cool Christmas jumper, so going to have to place some lights around here if I want to survive. Oh, there's even a creeper over there. If the creeper blows up, I'm not going to be very happy. For everyone that's probably watching this telling me to skip the night, I can't because Matthew is on this world. He is not playing, but he is on the world, so I cannot just sleep to skip the night, which is very irritating. The spruce door looks really cool. It makes it sort of feel as though we are in a icy cabin, like in the mountains or something, which is sort of the feel I was going for. Yeah, that is cool. And obviously do that on each side. I'm starting to fear that I might not have as much birch as I'd hoped. I'm sure I have enough though, I'm really not building that much. In the centre of the ice rink, I would actually like to put a Christmas tree. I think that would be really cool. After I've done this, I'm going to make the roofs to try and make it look like a sort of wintry cabin. Because I want it to look as Christmassy as possible without it being just Christmassy, you know, like, I don't want it to be only Christmas, because I want it to be something that you can kind of go to all year round. Now over here, I want to put some kind of changing room, where you can change into your ice skates. I'm not really sure why you need a whole room to put on some shoes, but I know some people are very picky about that kind of thing, so you need to please everyone. So if anyone wants to go in there to get changed, then they can. Over here, I'm going to put the counter where you can buy your shoes, which obviously I'll just put a chest with all the shoes in. So I put this along like this. Yeah, that looks fine. If you hadn't guessed by watching this series, I'm not the best builder. That is a fact. However, I am going to try my best to make this roof look acceptable. So I'm going to make the outline of the roof out of spruce, and then the inside of the roof, so like, it's hard to describe, but basically the inside will be made of birch. You'll see what I mean when I start building it. Okay, I need to extend this part out by 1 block on each bit, which should be fine, because I think I have enough for that. If not, I can just go craft some more. And then after I'm done that, obviously do the same on the other side, and then fill in all the middle part of the stairs with some birch. There we are, all done with the roof. It does look a bit odd, but it looks fine. Oh, one last thing that I thought I should add to this roof actually is a chimney. Now, I'm not really sure how I make a chimney look good. I think it might actually look fine if I just get some spruce and just put it facing upwards. I think that might look fine, like this maybe. There we go, that looks very nice. I'm going to add some torches on the front so that hopefully we can reduce the amount of monsters that are going to try and come in here. And now I just need to fill in the floor and I can begin work on the ice ring. I forgot I need to actually fill in this ceiling here with some spruce planks so that you can't see the top of the roof. I have an idea for deciding how big to make it. I think something that I might do is actually just start placing the ice and just see how much I can do, because there's no point in me saying I'm going to make it a certain amount of size and then realise I don't actually have enough ice to make it that big. So first of all, I'll start by filling up the ice. I use packed ice just because it's a tiny bit slipperier, and I happen to have a bunch of it, but you know, I could have used normal ice and it would have worked fine as well. Alright, I don't have as much as I thought I did. I've got one more stack after this, but it's definitely not looking as big as I had imagined, but that's alright. Oh, I do also need to leave the room for the tree actually. I think I'm going to do that here. Right here, I'll have a tree. There we go, that looks fine. Obviously fill in this bit here, but I don't want it to be like a perfect rectangle. I feel like that's a bit boring. No! Oh, I could hear that. I could hear the hissing behind me. That was close to the whole thing being blown up, but I'm lucky I heard it before it had a chance to ruin everything. There we go, that's nice. Now you can't fall off at all. At some point I'm going to flatten all of this, so it's not going to have massive dips, and it won't all be completely flat, but it will be sort of more consistent. Like some bits will be up and some bits will be down, rather than it looking like a mountain sort of thing. I want some of it to still look natural, but a lot of this I think it'd just be cool if it was a lot more flat. I think it'd be cool if it sort of drops down a bit to some of my other buildings, could be further down there. That way as you're skating you can sort of look down on some of the buildings. I think that'd be really good actually. That's a fun idea. I think I'm going to go with that. Obviously I'm not going to do that today, but whenever I start more terraforming my world, I think that'd be fun to do, so that when you're skating you can look down on all my other stuff. I actually think that looks really nice. Oh, I don't know why that's missing there. Feeling that, but I think that looks really cool. Hopefully you guys agree. Now I need to fill in all of the floor and get rid of some of the flowers, and then add some of the ice skating boots, which shouldn't be hard. Basically I'm just going to make leather boots, and then I'm going to colour them different colours. Alright, so I need to go get some boots. I'm not going to have many because I'm not actually rich, and leather is very hard to get for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I never knew leather as being hard to get, but for some reason we have a bit of a leather shortage. So I use this anvil here. I'll name them the different colours. So for instance, these boots I'm going to dye red. So if I call them ice skates, and then I know it's going to be red, or I'm going to turn these red, then I can actually colour the ice skates. There we go, red. So these ice skates are going to be red, so I'll remember to colour these ones red, and then I'll do the same. I'll make this one yellow, and I'll do the other ones blue. I've got all the names sorted out. I've got red, yellow, and then over here I have got blue. So now I just need to go colour all the boots and place the Christmas tree. Oh, and also fill in the floor, and then that is all I've got to do. So the whole thing will be done, and then I can just enjoy it and skate around for a bit. So I'm going to place the spruce sapling here, and then use the bone mill to, there we go, grow it up a bit. I'll maybe trim down some of the hedges so we can actually skate around it a bit, or I'll trim the lower layer here. It can still be nice and tall. So I'll start off by placing one here. Maybe I'll just place the lights high up. Maybe that'll work if I just don't have them too close to the ice. You know, it's just trial and error. If I do it and it starts melting, then I'll get rid of it. But I don't know till I try, I guess. The leaves started to rot in some places. Oh, it's starting to rot everywhere. Why is that happening? Oh, that sucks. Alright, well maybe I can't do a Christmas tree, but I can definitely do something. Oh, I could do a candy cane actually in the middle, like a just a red and white candy cane. That would look cool, I think. You know what, I'm going to do that. I'll do a candy cane. Now fill in the floor with oak slabs. Basically, you place water buckets in the cauldron, and then you use a dye on that water bucket. So for instance, I use the red dye. Turns it red, and now if I take the red ice skate... Oh, didn't mean to put them on. Now if I take the red ice skates, I can use this on them, and now it's red, so if I wear them, see I've got some red boots on, which looks very nice. So if I place this chest down, put it over here, because I think it makes sense to put it on the counter, then I can fill this with the ice skates. So the last thing I need to actually do for today then is make the candy cane, which is just going to require some white and red wool. I'm going to do it to here. This seems like it's big enough, and then it's going to sort of come along like to here and to here. Delete this bit. Yeah, that looks really cool. A nice little North Pole candy cane. So with that, we are all complete. I'm very happy with how this has turned out actually. It's not very big, that's alright. It's nice and cozy. I can get some boots on. I will wear the red ones, just since they are the most Christmassy, I think. Put them on my feet, and now I can go ice skating. Woohoo! Oh dear, I've already fallen over. Oh well. Okay, well, lots of fun to be had here, running around in circles on this ice. It's one of those things. It's more fun making it than it is actually using it. But it's a cool addition to my world. But with that, I'd just like to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like. It really helps. And if you're not subscribed, I mean, you know, it's always free to do so. I would very much appreciate it, but obviously it's fine if not. But yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye. I'll see you all next video.